about the children.
Yeah, you want to talk about children going back to school, don't you?
Yeah.
Because yesterday, a lot of schools, but not everyone, went back. Now, how do you think they're coping with it so far?
They did probably have
Yeah.
I got a problem with that. You cannot expect the teachers to not show all the children are sad.
Of course, yeah.
How can you do that?
Exactly.
And yeah, the children are able to someone they understand about the affairs of my adopted child. But yeah, yeah, the education will be improved. However, what is more important, the education or the substance? What is more important?
Their education is more important than staying at home all day, sitting on there, you know what, doing absolutely nothing. Is that what you mean?
I know that never before. This is the culture is supposed. That's what the need to have.
Yeah.
I get that. But really, a situation where we don't know what is going on. Everything is a kill. People are dying because of the agriculture.
Of course.
How can they sit there?
Yeah.
And stop the education?
Yes, you're right.
It's not important.
Yeah.
They could die because of it.
Yeah. I believe you all the way. You're absolutely right. Piers Bloomfield is amazing. Absolutely brilliant. You know everything about this, Piers. Absolutely amazing you are. And I'm glad you know a lot about this. Now, fashion stores. Do you want to talk about fashion stores and retail shops as well? Because they're saying on the 15th of June, they're all going to be opening up. But how are they going to do it? If they wanted to try something on, do they try it on? Or do they just go in? Do they buy it? How do you think it's going to work? Like in Marks and Spencer's or John Lewis or Next or somewhere like, or even TK Maxx. How do you think?
This is the argument. There's the argument here to be had about our different other before the sound the only sound shop.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to reopen, but I will.
They'll lose business if they don't.
Well, no, I will. The most time the two musical.
Of course. Yes, of course. You're right there. And there's another thing I want to talk to you about as well before we get back onto all of this. There's something that was on social media, and it's true because I know this is happening. They're closing off a lot of high streets. Now, in our town, they're closing off the high street this week. They've closed off Ware High Street, and they've also closed off 4th Street in Hertford. Now, you live in Epping, don't you, in Essex? Now, do you think they're going to close their high street off? Or make it one way?
I don't see that being a good idea. I really for that is that if you do that, they will clear more color.
Exactly.
Where are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't go round the back. The problem is, if you go round the back,
Yeah.
it could get a lot more congested.
Of course.
And then I was talking about what the president that they were, and they were talking about presidents and about how answers
Yeah.
create presidents. The problem if you are institution of one system,
Yeah.
making people go round the back, and you got people protecting walking down where no drugs.
Yeah.
The problem is the pollution is not going to go away. In fact, it's going up.
Of course. Yeah. Exactly.
More cars are covered around the road.
Yeah.
And you can't afford it.
Yeah. That's right there. That's right. So, passengers now, Piers. Passengers. They're people who are from June the 8th, who are coming in from another country, have got to self-isolate for 2 weeks. What do you say about that?
If a But they seem to, if they put out the wrong messages, people will die. And no one will be able to know them over incredible brilliance.
Exactly. And every time we see a plane, though, we always look up and go, "Oh, there's a plane! There's a plane!" Because at the moment, we haven't been seeing very much planes, have we?
No, but then I was supposed more about how we approach
Yeah.
the
Of course. It is.
well, you
Yeah.
after the interview
Yeah.
comes funerals, can we carry on?
We can carry on, of course, because Piers can talk. Piers Bloomfield can talk for hours and hours and hours.
Because I want to have a proper chat.
Of course you can, Piers. Yes, you can. Of course. You're more than welcome to.
We can go very deep.
Of course. And there's another thing I do want to talk about. Of course, we will do that. You're right, we will do that. So markets and car showrooms opened up yesterday. Went to a market yesterday morning. We drove through it, bypassed it in our town. It's on a Monday. Bypassed it. Ours is on a Monday. It's only just come back, and they're only selling like essentially stuff. What's your market like in Epping?
We don't have it.
Oh, you don't have that one anymore. I thought you had the Monday one, didn't you?
We do, but because the
Yes, yeah, they've stopped it.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. About car showrooms, I'm sure you got a lot of them there. We bought a car from Epping once.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't see it, but
No.
I can't cover.
Okay, so we're going to talk about Premier League now. That's set to come back on June the 17th, which is football. What do you want to say about that?
I don't say that.
You don't need to know very much about that, do you? But the football is set to come back on the 17th of June. It also includes news, which is Jeff Stelling on Soccer Saturday, I believe. And let's talk about pubs. Pubs, they're going to be opening up in July, and I could imagine the queue for the pub. I mean, there's and coffee shops. The coffee shop in our town, one of them, has just opened back up today, but they're doing takeaways, which is really good. Now, pubs could be open back up again. Now, the wine bar in our town, I've got to say, it's over the weekend. Now, I didn't mention this on the show yesterday, but over the weekend, the wine bar in our town was packed with people standing outside. He was doing takeaway wine and beer and stuff. But there were people standing outside and chatting, and some bloke came along and said, "What do you think you're doing?" You know, and then there was a little bit of a row, like a little bit of a sort of like a disagreement sort of thing going on, if you know what I mean. So, what do you think about pubs doing takeaways? Do you think it's a good idea?
It's
It's a hard one, isn't it?
not the but after we could go.
Me and you, Piers, we might as well go down the pub and stand outside